Hi, please let me know if you can hear me. I have to wait when Instagram will catch up. Can you hear me now, or there is still no voice? Okay, so now there is voice, yes? Because when I started before, there was no sound. Sorry, I'm sorry. I think something must have been wrongly. Okay, thank you. I think because I use this connection to my iPhone, and I think when I put it, there was some message that this accessory is not supported or something like this. So I think, yeah, but okay. Never mind, I'm glad that it works now. Okay, thank you. So let's start again. Again about this t-shirt, because someone asked me about this t-shirt. Hello, hello, hello. So this t-shirt is from LP's merch. You can buy it when you go to LP's concert, but now you can also, when you go to LP's website, her official website, there is redirection to her merch store. Her merch store is by Your Majesty, and this t-shirt there is also for $30. Yeah, so you can buy it at LP's official merch store. And also, because I haven't, some questions came in very late, so I'm not sure if I will be able to answer all your questions today, but I will try my best. Also, someone asked me about LP's eye color, and they appear on most of photos, they appear brown, but they are actually brown with a hint of green, so they are like a mixture of brown and green. So it depends on the light, on the lenses of the camera. So yeah, it's hard to capture the correct color of LP's eyes. I think the best photo that can show LP's color is from Mexican Elle magazine. So if you will go to you will have this cover of Elle Mexican magazine, then you will be able to see that that texture and that mixture of colors of LP's eyes, as they are actually brown and green. I will try to, because I think I'm too dark, I will try to make myself a little bit better. I don't know, maybe now it will, yeah, I think it's better now. Sorry, I can't understand French. I wish I could learn French, but I only learned English, and at some point I also knew Russian, but not much else. Okay, what else? Do I ever dream about another place or country for living? I'm very traditional. Sorry, I'm catching up with your questions here. Is there a more important person for me than LP? I'm sure there are some persons that, it's LP is like I don't know, it's like a mentor to me. It's like she's like I can be with her like all the time, so she's important to me in different levels. So yeah, I have some important people in my life, but LP is important to me on this different level. I don't know if I can explain it very well. So yeah, but there are some important people in my life, and LP is also important, but she is important on a different level. So it's I have to look at her differently, because she's not like someone very close to me that I can she lives in the States, I live in Poland, and it's not like we are this very close friends. Like I said, she's more like a mentor to me, like someone who inspires me, like someone who has helped to understand me better. So yeah, I hope you understand what I meant. And another, let's get back to this question. If I ever dreamt of another place or country for a living, you know, I'm. It's difficult for me to change something. Sometimes I wish I could change something, but I'm too scared of changes. So yeah, there was a point in my life when I was wondering about living in some country, but I was always too scared to make this sort of important decision, and I never did it. Also, I was, I have been working in the same place for like 20 years now. I have been living in the same apartment since I was a teenager. So yeah, I hate change, but when it happens to me, then I'm okay with it. So sometimes I think it's like I would have to be pushed to some changes. So yeah, so maybe then it would be okay for me to make such important change in my life. But yeah, when I was traveling, I've been to Scotland several times, and yeah, I live in Poland, and yeah, I think Scotland is I don't know why, but I felt very connected to that place. Maybe because it was the first time um, it was for the first time where when I was independent, when I was on my own, and I knew that that I'm enough, that I can be independent on my own, and that I can manage, and it was okay. And yeah, so I think that's why Scotland is very important to me, because it was like this, I don't know, like this step mark. I think it's the word. Yeah, sorry, I'm so nervous today. I don't know why. Yeah, but yeah, if so, yeah, I'm in love with Scotland. Um, I've been to Switzerland and it's beautiful, but I don't know why. I don't know. Scotland, maybe because it is so wild, so magical, because of the moors, of the mountains. So yeah, I think yeah, I should take this long breath. I don't know. So I'm sorry. I'm just uh, it's like I was starting today. I didn't feel. I don't know if you have the same feeling. Sometimes I can be like very happy and upgoing and you know ready for everything, and then like my mood is like very down, and I'm just even like half an hour I was like, oh, maybe I won't be doing it. I will say that I have some bad connection, something like this. But then again, I know that some people are waiting for it, and yeah, I don't know. Again, I'm rambling today. So yeah, if I could live in another place, it would be Scotland, because it's a beautiful, magical place, magical land, and yeah, it's just very pretty. But I have many places that I would love to visit, and to sightsee. So I would love to see Peru, for example. I would love to see Egypt and pyramids. I would love to see Australia, and yeah, I would love to visit LA. But I'm, I don't know if you know this. I'm just freaking scared of flying. So yeah, when I'm on the plane. And if you have been traveling with me, you will know that, yeah, I'm. It can be very hard for me. The 2 hours, 3 hour stops is maximum for me today. So if I would, I don't know how I would survive a flight to LA or to Australia even. Thank you so much. You are telling me that I look pretty. I just put makeup so I could. Yeah, I need to go on tour with LP. I think I would be so occupied and so tired that maybe I wouldn't mind flying with that much, because yeah, flying really scares me. What needs to be done to make LP notice you on Instagram? You have to just post and tag her. You cannot do much more. I don't mean like spamming her, because I hate when people spam LP. Yeah, sorry, I don't know how to do, if I should do these questions or if I will just do this sort of chat. Elections in Poland are postponed. There's such huge mess in Poland, in my country, that I think this chaos and our government. What? You see, I'm just so distracted. The government is making so chaotic choices that it makes me very stressed and very chaotic, and I don't know, what to expect next. They want us, me as a kindergarten teacher, they want us to go back to work, which to me, being a teacher with small children, then I just don't see how it would be possible, and how it would be safe both for children and for myself. And it's just, I don't know what to do, and I'm just very scared of this situation. So this has made my stress level very high. Okay, I'll get back to this question before. How am I, stressed? Because of my government. Yeah, they have postponed the elections, but it's still not, it's still like, I don't know, it's still such a chaos and such a, I don't know, this next few weeks will be very, very stressful for me, I think. So someone asked, because someone asked me about flights, and what I do if I'm scared, I just do it. Which Mexico magazine? Sorry, I'm too distracted today. Many questions today in this feed. El Magazine, El Mexico magazine. I know I posted photos of that magazine to my Facebook. So if you will go to my Facebook, there is a folder of those photos. You will find those photos there. Again, someone asked me about flying. I hate flying. I fly to the like the nearest countries possible. So 2-3 hour stops. I'm usually scared for the duration of the flight. I'm very scared before the flight and during the flight, but I put the headphones, I put my music on, and I just do it. Sometimes I even travel by myself, which can be nerve-wracking. And I remember when we were returning from, I think it was from. We were to Lawrence concert in Amsterdam, and we were flying back from Amsterdam, and it was so windy, and I was flying with my friends. So I just when I sit in the plane and the journey starts, I just always ask myself, what am I doing here again? Why am I doing this to myself again? So but sometimes I was talking with Krista from Powers. I was talking about this, and she said, what's gonna happen. You don't have to be on the plane. It can happen everywhere. So sometimes I just try not to think about it. I just try to powder through, and just and just when the flight is calm. When the flight is calm, I finally can calm myself as well. The worst is for me when the flight is not so calm, when there is wind. So when when you can feel the movement of the plane, then it can be very stressful for me. But that's the fastest way to go from one place to another, and possibly it's most safest way. Someone asked me again about LP's color eyes. It's brown with a hint of green. They are a mixture of brown and green. Again, Did I enjoy Greek culture and architecture? Yes, very much. You know, as a kid, I loved Greek mythology. I've been reading to it for almost as often as I could, and yeah, so it was like a dream coming true to be in this place, to see the place that, you know, is ancient to us, that is so that has so much history, such meaning to me, and yeah, so it was incredible, and the people were so nice and so kind, and you know, they were. I've been in since I started, you know, traveling for LP and for her concerts. I've been to many places, and so yeah, the Greek people, I think, were the, you know, everywhere where I go, where people are always nice, but you know, in Greece they were the nicest, the kindest, the most welcoming, and yeah, and I felt really very at home there. Yeah, so it was it was like a dream coming true to be in this place. I remember when I came to again blackout to this very ancient place, like not Parthenon. If Alex is here and now watching this, he must be laughing very hard. But I was in this very magical place, and I was like, you know, I felt like crying, because it was like when you dream of something for so many years and it finally fulfills, and you can finally be in this place, yeah, then it's a magical and incredible feeling, and yeah, it's then the fear of flying is worth it, because you know, I was like, yeah, I was very glad that and even, you know, I was for the first time in Greece, I took the plane, because it was like a very. It happened like in a few days, because I learned about LP coming to Greece like, you know, on Friday, and I booked the flights like in 2 days and everything. So yeah, it was like you know, and everything went so great with the hotel and everything. So yeah, then I'm very happy with myself that I can do it, that I can you know, that I can beat my fear of flying and on some other things. So yeah, if you have some dream, you should, you know, if you have this possibility, then you should definitely, you know, try and fulfill this dream. Again, sorry. This is not a new T-shirt. This is you can buy it on LP's. If you go to LP's website, there is redirection to her merch, and they have this T-shirts. This is the first T-shirt that she ever did, like when she started to be famous in Europe. So it's the first, you know, like her official merch since she started being famous in Europe, and you can buy it still on her website. Okay, let's check here. Oh, I didn't know that you saw me. You know, I often get asked, some people often mention to me that they saw me somewhere, but they were too shy or too scared to you know, to come to me. Please, I'm just a regular person like everyone else. With, you know, I'm just, you know, normal person. So please, just if you see me and you want to say hi, just please come. If you'll ever see me at a concert or anywhere else, please, you know, just come to me and say hi. And I promise I'm not biting. I'm rather. I think I'm a pleasant person, and yeah, so I can always. And it's always, you know. It's such a great feeling when someone comes to me and says that you know my blog, that you read it, and that, you know, it's like appreciation to me. So yeah, of course, just, you know, never say that that you are scared or I don't know, too shy. Please just come to me. Okay, what she talk about on Hey, Nice to Know Ya? No, I have never been to Sweden. About Hey, Nice to Know Ya some other time. I would have to check my. I don't know if there is too much about this song. Yeah, Acropolis. Thank you, Kylo, a kid. It was Acropolis. It was incredible place, very magical. No, I've never been to Russia. My friends been to Russia to LP's few concerts. Do I have any funny stories about my kindergarten children? Sorry. Sorry. Okay, so if I have some funny stories and someone was too shy to come to me. Yeah, someone says, Oxylen says that I'm not biting and I'm always nice. So yeah, you can see you can always come up to me. Thank you for remembering me. Thank you. Again, funny story about my kids I have many stories about my children in kindergarten. Also, it was a question where do I teach, what do I teach? So I teach in a kindergarten, not in a preschool, but in a kindergarten. The kids I teach are usually between 3 and 6, 3 years old to 6 years old. When they finish kindergarten, they are starting their primary school. So I teach, like preschool children. And I teach everything. I have to be knowledgeable about everything. I teach them music, I teach them sports, I teach them, some basic of Polish language. I teach them how to read, I teach them how to draw, I teach them how to paint, I teach them, how to move, everything. As a kindergarten teacher, you have to be, you just have to do everything. Of course, not like in a university level, but you must have this, basic knowledge of almost everything, and you must and you teach kids, everything. And that's what I love the most also about my work, because I have so many different like passions. I read many different books. I am interested in many different cultures, and I remember I was, very into dinosaurs, archaeology. I was into Greek mythology. I was into movies. I was into books and music. So I'm, I just love everything, and my mind is very. I don't know what this word. I just forgot it, but. I don't take everything as it is. I have to, when I'm interested in something, I have to read as much as possible about the subject, and that's what happened with LP when I first met LP, her music. Then I had to know her better, and that's what I do. That's my that's how I act. That's how I am built. That's how my brain works. And as for stories with children, I just can, from the top of my head, I can remember one. I was sitting next to my desk, and there was this. Back then I had very long hair, and this small kid was coming to me again, and he was like, brushing my hair, and he was just looking at me. He was like, I don't know, 4 years old, and he was just coming to me and going, and he was coming and going, and finally he came up, and he just, brushed my hair, and he said, I just love kissing women with long hair. So kids are just, very, I remember it was very weird. What else? Kids are very straightforward. Kids are very. They don't. They don't act. They will tell you straight up what's. I remember because my friend, who is also a teacher, she was sitting next to me, and this kindergarten this girl, she saw we were sitting next to each other, and she noticed that my friend has a master's, and she just point blank said, yeah, and you have a master's. So kids are very straightforward. They will always say what they mean, and they don't they don't they don't they just how they think. That's just how they are built. Yeah. So of course my friend was a girl, and she had a master's. That's how you pronounce it. Yeah. So that's, yeah, they are very transparent. What does the tiger tattoo on LP's left hand means? She just like it. There is no such. There is no. Maybe there is some meaning, but I won't be quoting LP on that, because she said it to me in confidence when we were talking in Prague. Maybe I can say that it's like that masculine version of LP that shows in that tattoo, because LP is very. It's like in one interview she said that she feels this clashing, not personalities, but this feminine side of her and this masculine side of her. So yeah, it feels like they are clashing inside of her, and I think this tiger tattoo represents. It's not a tiger, sorry, it's a panther, black panther tattoo. It represents her masculinity. I think, yeah. So I think it's the best description of that tattoo and what it means to LP and why she did it. Okay, let's. Thank you. Yeah, someone also asked me where I do these lives. I live in a flat in a building. The flat is big, but I usually only use this one big. It's quite big room. I will show you it some other time, because it's not very tidy at the moment, because I wasn't feeling like doing this live today. So yeah, maybe some other time. So yeah, it's like one big room. I have everything here. It's like my office, my bed, my leisure place, everything in one place. Yeah. So that's where I do those lives. And thank you about my apartment. Yeah, I was redecorating this room like 2 years ago. Yeah, I did a huge redecoration. I moved from another room to this room. So yeah, it was like I put a lot of effort in this room, and it finally feels like it's. It was a very important step in my life, when I moved from that old room to this new room, and yeah, I've built like this new place for myself. Yeah, LP is very, she is androgynous. Armenia, no, I have never been to Armenia. Yeah, someone said that thank you for yeah, quarantine home. Yeah, it's like it's important to feel good at your home, at your nearest space. I remember because I was I lived in this apartment since I was like 12, I think. I was still going to a primary school. I was born in Katowice, in a different city. We moved here to Chorzów I was in second class of primary school, and I've been living in a different room. Then I moved to the other room, which is smaller, and then I've been living for like 20 years, I think. And I remember when I woke up one day, and when I was staring at this wall, the same wall, since like I was like a teenager, and I said to myself, if I won't move and I won't change my place, and if I won't change the scenery, it's like I will go mad. So yeah, it was a very important step for me, and I'm very glad that I did it. Of course, when I did it, my cat got very sick, so it all went to shit for a couple of months, and it took me a while to to wrap my head around this thing, but yeah, it now feels like a home. I'm now glad that I did it. Okay. You didn't make of the live global fan club because I don't know if I understand what you mean. Sorry, I'm not posting LP's videos. I think I know what you are trying to ask me. I'm not posting those premium videos of that LP is doing because they're supposed to be for premium members. I will try, when maybe in a couple of weeks or maybe when the more videos will be coming. So yeah, I will try to, I save those videos. But I don't want to, go against LP's wish or her management, and I don't know if it would be okay for me, to just post those on the internet, especially that they're supposed to be for the premium members. So yeah, at the moment I'm not posting those, but maybe in some near future. Because yeah, she's very like those two previous chats, she was very like open, honest, and very interesting. So yeah, I would love everyone for you to be able to see them and to listen to LP, and I hope that one day it will be okay for me to post those and to share those videos as well. Yeah, I think LP is starting to book for 2021. I'm not sure, I haven't seen anything yet, but if you have seen some dates, please send them to me. Someone asks, who are you? I'm not sure if this is a question for me. Someone asked me also about Too Much. Too Much is a song written by LP. It is not a cover, she wrote the song. Someone, leaked it to the internet, even LP, I remember, because when she used to be very active on Twitter, and I remember that at some point even, it was, I think, still 2016 or 2017, it was still very early on, someone asked LP about the song and why it isn't on any CD or any record, and LP just said, she had it in her demos and she doesn't even know how the song got out. So yeah, but it is her song, she wrote it, and yeah, but someone just leaked it. LP also mentioned to me that whenever she had a girlfriend, they like shared computers and discs. So yeah, some songs might be even on some old girlfriend's disc, and maybe that's how they got out, but it's impossible to know. I just know that someone leaked this song, but how and why, how they got it, I have no idea. So, but yeah, definitely it is her song. Okay, let me check. I'm sorry if I have missed some questions here. Lauren always mentions this magical question box, so let me check this question box. Okay, I've discovered the question box. Oh my god, now I can see all the questions here. Sorry. So someone about the tiger, LP's eyes, someone in Russian, sorry, I don't know Russian anymore. I live in Poland, in Chorzów. I was born in Katowice on 17 January. My favorite flavor of tea, I love green tea. I love Earl Grey tea with lemon. I love like a black tea with what's this? Not strawberries. Something similar to strawberries. Can someone help me? What do I think about LGBTQ plus community? What there is to think, we are all human, we are all people. I think I've mentioned this before. When I was growing up, when I was, even working or going to school, I never know anyone in the LGBTQ community, because Poland is very, like, religious country, but not in a good sense. It's hard for people to be open up about those things. Things are changing. It was better for sure, but now it's, again, our government is very anti. Living in Poland can be very difficult for people in LGBTQ community. Sorry if I'm mixing those letters up. I didn't know people in this community. I only started to know those people when I was going to LP's concerts, and I've started to meet. Our country is very homophobic, and it's not just about LGBTQ community. It's in every aspect. People are very close-minded. We are not very open-minded. We are very I don't know. It's a weird country. It can be very hard for some people here. I've started to meet this kind. It feels so stupid. I've started to meet people from LGBTQ community when I started to go to LP's concerts, because she mostly brings people who identify with her, but not necessarily because I'm not gay, I'm not in LGBTQ community, and I still love LP. So there's like a mixture, because you can be old, you can be young, you can be LGBTQ, you can be straight, you can be tall, short, and we all love LP. But so she opened my eyes to it's thanks to her I could know some people from this community, and I just think they are just like every other person. They are very nice to me, they are very welcoming, and I have met some very great people, and I have become friends with those people. So it's like every other person. I just it's to me, I remember, because I'm a huge movie buff, I've mentioned this before, I don't know if you have ever seen Brokeback Mountain with Heath Ledger. If you haven't seen it, please see it and let me know what you think about this movie. The title is Brokeback Mountain, and it is about the love between two men. So it was, I think, this movie for the first time it was so beautifully executed, so directed, that it really made a huge impact on me, that it is really it isn't important for me to not the physical of the person, but the connection between the persons. So if it's the love that bonds two people together, not anything else. Our premium live session much better than no LP. LP is just LP, so they are not better in any way. It's I don't know. They've made this website. They've did this global fan page. They've made this premium members. So they have to put something to those premium members, because premium members pay for premium membership. So they have to put something extra for those members. I wish things would stay the way they were. So there wouldn't be any members like premium members. and some regular members. For me, I would love if the things would stay the same without this discrepancies. I know there is this word, but I don't know if I'm saying this correctly. So yeah, I would love if the good things would stay the same. So yeah, that's what I noticed too. Because someone mentioned that LP is more connected to us when she goes live on IG, on Instagram than for her premium fans. I feel like when something is forced on LP, it can be, I don't know, hard for LP. I don't know. That's what I feel. I don't know if it is true, but so yeah, it also LP mentioned this, that it gives her anxiety, and she sometimes, it's like me, I can be, today I don't feel so good about me doing this live. I'm not sure if I'm doing it good. So yeah. Some days are better, some days are worse. So the same is for LP. Sometimes she's more connected to us, and sometimes it is, it's much more difficult for her. So, but it is not that they are better in any way. They are just, she tries to be kind and good to everyone on the same level, but it's just, it's just what it is. And yeah, me personally, what's the time? I don't know. I don't have my watch. There is a watch behind me. It's like 10 to 10, something like this. So yeah, there is no usual. Yeah, someone said that the only difference with premium membership and those premium live feeds is that usually you cannot connect to those. So yeah, it's yeah, it can be very sometimes stressful, but again, personally for me, I wish if things would stay the same, and if there wouldn't be like premium members and regular members. I wish everyone would be the same, on the same level, but that's me personally. As for but it's not up to me. I'm not LP's manager. She has management. She has other people that do those stuffs, do those things for her. So I'm only speaking personally for myself. Mostly I speak this because LP is all about inclusiveness, and yeah, so that's what I wish to see, that everyone would be on the same level. And yeah, and I think I would love if this global fan club would, I don't know if they would do some changes to the way, because I don't know, to me it feels like another Instagram. I wish there would be more to it. Like, it would be, I don't know, maybe it will be better with time, but at the moment it feels to me like it's like similar to Instagram. Yeah, I think so. Let me check your questions. Thank you so much for tuning in. So again, I'm sorry if I'm not. Yeah, someone said that I shouldn't say I'm sorry, that I should believe in myself. So maybe not that I am sorry, but I hope that those live chats that I'm doing, they are okay. So yeah, I don't know. I'm looking if there are some. Well, let me check those magical question box again. Okay. Oh, someone asked me what kind of French pastry do I like. Again, I forgot the word. Oh my god. What's the most famous French pastry? I know I like this, but I don't know. I can croissant. Okay, croissant. You know, like the regular croissant. I think that's a French pastry. Yeah. So okay, am I? Is it a correct answer? But yeah. So croissants. Sorry, I cannot pronounce. Yeah, I cannot pronounce it. You know, I always wanted to learn French, but yeah, somehow I never did it. But I love French language. I would love to visit. Oh yeah, I've never been to Paris, but I would love to see Paris and France. Yeah, and I love when someone speaks French to me. It's very, very sexy. My new mic, it is here. So now my voice should be very soothing and very radio-like. I don't know. Is it better like that? Uh, so yeah, you know, I'm using it only because it just works better. It works. You should listen. Sorry, you should hear me a lot better when I'm on my mic than when I'm using just a regular phone. Sexy. I don't know if you mean sexy my voice now, how I'm talking to the microphone, or you mean that French is sexy, but I think French is very sexy. Yeah, it's very sexy language. Also, I love Australian. Yeah. Anyone know Russell Crowe? Circa Gladiator. So yeah, Gladiator. Russell Crowe in Gladiator from 2000, and Heath Ledger was also from Australia. Sorry, my language is my not language. My tongue is like, you know, when I speak too much in English, it started to mix up in my brain. Yeah, I wish you could see those. You see those questions because you are on live with me, so you can read those questions. Yeah, Aussie, Aussie, Aussie. Okay, someone teach me French. Great. Yeah, I love Australian accents. It's very sexy, especially when a man says it. And I love Scottish accent. If you love movies, I recommend Dear Frankie. It's a very low budget movie that was directed by a Scottish woman and with Scottish actors. It has this very Scottish accent, but it's a great movie, and I really very recommend to watch it. It's like a love story, but it's very, very nice movie. And thank you. Oh, someone is in Australia. Sometimes I cannot believe that I'm sitting in my in Chorzów, it's not like a very nice place. It's just a city. And someone is speaking to me from Australia, which is so beautiful and so wide and so incredible. I would love to say Australia, and I would love to visit Ayers Rock. It's like a huge dream to me to see Ayers Rock. Yeah, I would love to visit that place. What can I? Sorry, I will take this away and check my questions. I don't know, maybe I think I will finish. What about Pain and Glory? Is it like a war movie? I think I remember the title. I would have to check it because now I'm not sure if I've seen it. But yeah, I think I will. How did you get to do the gig you have with LP? I'm not sure if I understand this. The blog that I'm doing is not something I do on behalf of LP. I do that as a fun. I do this by myself. No one, is sending me any information. It's like a fun blog. It's something I'm doing because I wanted. I wanted that more people would be aware about LP, her music, her voice, and her personality. So it's not like someone is paying me to do this. No, it's not like that. I just do it because because I want to do this. So yeah, it's not a job for me. It's like my it's like a passion for me. I hope I explained this very well. Anyway, I'm not feeling so great today. I will finish my live feed today, and thank you so much again for tuning in, for being with me, for for all your questions. Sorry if I was very chaotic today. It's just this situation in my country, and it's messing up with me and my yeah, it gives me a lot of anxiety. So yeah, it can be very stressful for me. I'm just waiting. This next few weeks will be very important for me and very difficult, and I'm just still in the unknown. I don't know what will be next for me as a teacher. I don't know if they will force us to go back to work, and yeah. So anyway, thanks again. Thank you for being with me, and yeah, thanks again. I usually, when I start those lives, I'm just very nervous, and I'm like, no, I shouldn't do this. But then when I'm finishing it, usually I feel okay, and I feel more. I just feel better because I have been connected to you, and yeah, so it's very nice that you are staying with me, that you are giving me your time, and that you are that you want to listen to my to what I have to say. So yeah, so thank you, and dobranoc dla moich polskich nie fanów, ale dla moich polskich czytelników. So yeah, I have said this few Polish words for the people in Poland because I'm just from Poland. So yeah, I should mention this maybe more often. Anyway, so thank you again, and again I hope you enjoy it, and see you next time. Bye.